Hello, angel powers. Boom, boom, boom. This is Lika Please with empowers your angel powers and activator. Drop one in the comments if you are alive. Because being alive is a blessing. And drop new in the comments if you're new to my show. I'm here in Asheville, North Carolina. So drop in the comments your city, your state, your country, so we can connect to another level. And feel free to share everything you find on my social media. It is public. You don't have to ask for permission. So follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. Right now, I'm here on Facebook and YouTube live at the same time. So I'm gonna share my story, how I was a shadow, like my husband's shadow. Like I didn't know what to do with my life. So you can, if you can relate, relate in the comments. I didn't know what to do with my life, and I had the mentality because I got married, that was not my purpose in life. Like a house, because that was the mentality that I was raised with, in a Colombian family. I come from a third world country. It's like when you marry a guy, then you're gonna be the wife, and then you're gonna take care of the house, the kids, cooking, cleaning, laundry, grocery shopping, and he's gonna be the one who's gonna work, who's gonna have the dreams, who's gonna bring the money, who's gonna do everything. But then my responsibility is to take care of the house, take care of the husband, and die and have kids. And I didn't want to have kids. I was like, oh, what's my purpose to be in the house if I don't have kids to raise? And for so many years, I didn't know what to do with my life, and I was happy. I think I was happy, and I was following him. I was following his dream. I was supporting him, and he is an amazing husband, and he always support me in anything that I wanted to do. But at that time, I didn't know what to do with my life. So I remember I was in Colombia, Cali, Colombia. I was doing a speech in front of people in Spanish, and I said I was the wife following my husband's steps. I was the shadow because I didn't know what to do with my life. So I did this presentation like a year ago in that time. And then I received a message saying, oh, I met you through a video and thank you so much for that message. I was like, I do so many videos with so many messages. What was the message? And then she said, about being a wife without knowing what to do, just following your husband's steps. And I was like, yeah, that was me. Because how many times you see these powerful women, the way they speak, the way they dress, the way they do business, but you never know what was the past. So that's why I share so many things about my life. And sometimes people say, you share so much, you air your laundry and social media. Why do you do that, Angelica? Because right now we are in 20, now been married for 22 years, and I didn't know what to do with my life 22 years. So to share right now about what happened to me 22 years ago, so you can see, oh, I can be Angelica. I can have that transformation because it took time for me to grow and find out Angelica Empowers. I didn't know I was Angelica Empowers 22 years ago. So thank God, I have a good husband, amazing husband. He's a big supporter. And when I start learning about me, about my dreams, it's freaking awesome. So right now, for me, for you, my message for you today is to ask yourself, are you happy with the life that you're living right now as a wife? Or maybe you are single, you're living a life that you're like, I don't like this life. So I want you to ask that question and be honest with you. You can have an amazing partner. It's not like you're not grateful, because a lot of times people say, Angelica, you're not grateful. At that time, you have a husband, you don't have to work, you can do whatever you want to go shopping and spend money, and he's not going to say anything. You can have a party at home, bring your friends, you can go on vacation by yourself. He's not going to tell you anything. You're not grateful because I didn't know what to do with my life. Because I say, I'm not happy. It doesn't mean that I'm not happy with my marriage, but I was not happy with me. Like I had the emptiness on my chest. Can you relate? It's not like I'm not happy. with my husband. It's not like I'm not grateful for my marriage and my husband. It's like there's something in my heart that is empty. And I need to find out how to fulfill that emptiness in my heart because you're a human and that's what you want. You're here on earth, you don't know for how long. So you have to make sure that you're happy, right? That you find that thing that makes you happy. So when I start, growing, I start reading, I start being curious about me, like what Angelica likes, what Angelica wants to do is not following my husband's steps. It's like, what do I want to do? And I had a dream when I was 19 years old, when I came to the United States of America, that I wanted to join the military. And because I married Rosenberg and he was in the Air Force, I thought, oh, I fulfill my marriage. I fulfill my dream because I married Rosenberg, who is military. It took me a lot of time to make the decision to join the Air Force when I was 34 years and a half. And I thought, oh, let me try this to see if this is going to fulfill my heart. And Rosenberg never, ever, ever say, no, you can't. He never say, you're too old for that. Oh, no, you can't because I'm an officer and you're going to be a low rank. He never say that. He was like, yeah, baby, let's go. I know you can do it. This is your time. You're 34, you're fit, you can do it. He always supported me with my wildest dreams. And then I joined the Air Force, and hello, I knew when I was in training, that was not for me. It was like, for real, this is a joke. When I was in basic training, I was like, this is it. I was expecting more, but I did it. I passed. I went to tech school. And then I was like, I don't like this. And then I graduated and then I started doing my job. And I was like, this is not me. But it took me like 14 years to make the decision to join the Air Force. And then when I joined, I was like, this is not fulfilling my heart, Angelica. You had to be honest. You had to be honest with yourself because how many times you go to school, you go to university, you get a master's degree, you get a PhD, and you're not happy. You're not fulfilled. So don't mask your happiness or don't mask yourself with degrees, papers on the wall saying I have a PhD, but you're not happy. It's okay to say, oopsies, I spent all this money, I spent all this time, but I don't want to have this career anymore. I thought I wanted to be blah, 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 but it's not. Or how many times you just go to school, have that degree to make your husband, your mom, your dad, your family, society, to make them feel, oh, you did it. You have a PhD, you have a master's degree, but you're not happy. And that's okay if you spend all that time and then you figure it out at the end, this is not for me. So my invitation for you is to try different things. Volunteer first. I don't want I people and they say, I want to be a psychologist. I want to be a social worker. And they don't do volunteer work related with that thing. Because I wanted to be a psychologist. And then I started listening to my psychologist in college, and she was not happy. I was like, this is like a sign for me. And then I work as social services with a lot of social workers, and they were not happy either. I was like, I think this is a sign for me. And I volunteer kind of doing social work, and that was heavy. And I was like, I'm not gonna go to school for that. I'm not gonna spend money and that because what I see, I don't like. So many times you can save time and money if you volunteer in the things that you think like, oh, I think I like this. I heard so many people, I want to be a nurse. And then as soon as they had to take some classes where they had to see blood or take blood or see someone dead, they're passed out. They're like, this is not for me. So why wait to take classes, pay money, spend time? Why not volunteering? So start volunteering to find out what you really like. That's my invitation for you. I have a message on Facebook. Jerry, thank you for being here. You have a mission here. We all do. It drives us mad to not be performing it. Yes, it hurts my heart when I'm not in that space. So that's why I'm here. That's why I air my dirty laundry on social media, so you can be inspired, so you can learn from my story, from my mistakes, and you can share everything, because you never know who needs to hear this. So right now, remember, I'm on Facebook and YouTube. I love you. This is Angelica Ortiz, the Angelica Empowers, your Angel Powers Activator. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Bye bye. Ciao. Bye, Facebook. Come on, Facebook. And YouTube.